gonna fight more of them.
Probably. I don't know if like anytime soon, but most likely soon. I remember there being like 3 or 4.
There was 2 in this part. I remember specifically.
Well, 2 in the part that we just went through, which we
Yeah.
just killed 2. But I remember there being like a 3rd or 4th, and maybe 4th one later in this same building.
Yeah.
I remember, but I mean, it's been a little while. Goo boy.
What?
Goobert.
Dilbert.
Dilbert walks up and he's like, I'm tired of my corporate life and I'm sad. And then his friend is like, haha, good one, Gilbert. Gilbert, and then the comic ends.
The whole like adventures of Scott Adams becoming like a crazy alt-right weirdo is still like the funniest thing to me.
The maker of Dilbert?
Yeah.
Is just a crazy alt-right weirdo?
Yeah, like totally like a Pizzagator and everything.
Like he's like the most extreme.
Oh yeah, no, he's like so far that like you don't even like you can't see any way out of it.
Jeez, I did not know that.
It's
a whole nother level to Dilbert.
It's so funny. That I've nonstop been like, yeah, people should just keep reading Dilbert because it's like I need to like rewatch all of or like reread all of Dilbert to see like where the line was, but
like where he became who he is now.
Yeah, because like the Dilbert's like a weirdly like anti like corporation thing, like I'm making fun of business and how weird and like weird they are and like not great. And like now he's like some like crazy alt-right like the Jews are taking over kind of guy. I don't know if he's a Jews are taking over kind of guy, but he's a Pizzagator, so those things are just synonymous in my head.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Because then you're an Alex Jones aficionado, so
yeah, you're a globalist conspiracist at this point. So I mean, go for it at that point, right?
Yeah, just like go all in if you're gonna do it.
If you're gonna be a Pizzagator, be a Pizzagator, right? Like, no stopping you now. No common sense can stop what's happening in your brain.
No line of logic can bring you back, so you might as well go whole ham. In fact, you view logic as a weapon that the globalists use to control your mind and frogs.
God, all of it is
frogs.
So good. It's like the funniest thing to me, and then also like the natural,
most terrifying
like
thing.
People believe it. Like it's like a real fear of like, this is really dumb and stupid. Also, humans believe this, and that's a terrifying thing.
It's like it's like funny until you really start like thinking about it for more than 10 seconds, and then you're like, oh man, this is like existentially terrifying.
I mean, there's like still people who are like, was Hitler really a bad person? Videos are like coming out and being like,
yeah.
What? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We can move on from that.
Okay. Yeah. No. Fair enough. It's just I don't know. I'm like constantly terrified, but like also wildly amused by the times we live in.
I think that's like what a lot of people really feel. Honestly, it's like people are like, we're laughing so we don't cry.
Yeah, like a wild level of like ironicism or like abject laughing at like this dumb bullshit that's become like popular now, which is incredibly stupid, and then also being like it's also incredibly popular and that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
There you go, got the goo. Any more goo back there? No, okay. This part's weird. The keeper just kind of like appears here and then just disappears. Do you have a phone call?
I have a phone call real quick.
All right.
You got this.
I mean, I can solo content. I've been doing it forever. Yeah, the keeper just kind of like appears here for no reason. I think you can fight him probably, maybe to exhaustion, but then he just leaves and backs out. So like, why do it? So I think you're supposed to like pretty much just stealth and let him walk away, then disarm his shit and disarm everything and just leave and call it a day. Right now I'm trying to push towards just like upgrading my weapons all the way just for the fun of it. Like past this point we're like playing pretty poorly and we're still moving on easy street, so ain't no really problem here. I am fascinated by the idea of bringing the keeper back though, even after like, because you never definitively beat him, but you also never definitively beat him past this point, which I would have kind of liked, you know, like some like kind of end to him like Pyramid Head has, or when you fight the dual Pyramid Heads. Like there's really, I thought that was something just run by and it freaked me out. But yeah, there's like no real definitive end to Pyramid Head. I'm trying to get it down here. Okay, I'm gonna walk away. I'm I'm like stuck in a weird coughing loop. Okay, I think I've broken the game. So I'm gonna restart chapter? Load autosave? Hopefully that's fine. That sucks. I got stuck in a weird coughing loop. Maybe I could have waited. I don't know. It seemed like a load kind of thing, so I just did. I remember like having that happening to me when I first played the game. I think I had to reload. Maybe not. Maybe I could have just avoided it, but I didn't. So, whoops. We'll just do this part again a little bit. Maybe, hopefully, maybe just a little bit quicker. Know where everything is. Grab those parts. I'm kind of going to focus on using the harpoon bolts throughout the rest of the episodes. Oh, no, you definitively fight the keepers at the end of this. You fight like 2 keepers at the same time. Yeah, I remember now a little bit later on. I just sprinted, so I hope he didn't get mad at me. I don't know why I whispered that. He can't obviously hear me, but... Shit. Well, let's see what fighting is like. Well, maybe if I just hide, though? Okay, no, he's right back here. Just gonna... Maybe I'll just like hide right here and he like won't find me? I broke the game and now I'm like hiding from Safehead, but he knows exactly where I was, so I'm just gonna reload again.
Cool. Sorry about that. This is my brother.
No problem.
My
I'm just
brethren.
chatting.
With the microphone?
Yeah, I'm just talking to the audience. You know, we're talking about Safehead, and I was thinking about how I'd like a more definitive end to Safehead instead of fighting the dual bosses at the end, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It's not much fun.
I feel like Safehead was one of the more interesting designs of this game. I mean, especially in the idea that he's been plastered all over so much of the marketing.
Yeah, he was so big in the marketing, and so was Barbed Wire, and he's kind of also synonymous with that.
Yeah, I mean, he drops these barbed wire
Yeah.
traps. I think he's like some of the best like design of. I think there's a lot of really good like monster design in this.
Yeah.
Like at least like really like interesting monster design. I love like the 2-headed like one dog head thing, one human head.
See, like to me, like Safehead feels far away from what Resident Evil is, and more like a Silent Hill kind of creature, and that's why I like it probably more. Because this a lot of this game feels just so derivative of Resident Evil. Like, oh, this is just like Resident Evil. You've played Resident Evil before, and I'm like, yeah, I have, and I like this, but not like it just feels like 4.5, not Resident Evil 5 or 6 or something, where they took like weird, drastic steps in different directions for it.
Just like, God, I enjoy Resident Evil 6 for
Yeah.
some of its weirdness.
Yeah, it's I think it's actually like pretty enjoyably weird and fun.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't think it's like the greatest like game I've played or like the best Resident Evil game, but I enjoyed 6.
It's pretty fun.
It's pretty fun.
It's a good time, that's for sure.
What's his Jake? Wesker's son?
Sucks.
I hate him as a character, but I enjoyed his campaign a
Yeah,
lot
it's
because it's like each one's got a different feel. Like Leon's feels like a Resident Evil game.
That's why it's the worst one.
Yeah, that might still be my favorite, but Leon's feels like an updated Resident Evil 4, basically, where you can move now while you're aiming. And then you have like Chris Redfield's, which kind of feels like Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
And then you've got Jake's, which is like fuck it, balls to the wall action. Everything's exploding. Your melee weapon is backhanding and roundhouse kicks. Like
I think Chris's is more of the balls to the walls action one, and Jake's more of the mesh of 4 and crazy what 6 wants to sometimes be. I think they all have like their own like little nice quirks, and then Ada Wong's is very weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Like tonally, it felt like the most balls to the wall action one, especially.
The Chris one's like you start with like sieging a city, and there's like a giant behemoth chasing you. Well, also, and Jake's just like big monsters just chasing you the whole time. So it's more like Resident Evil 3 at that point.
And then you fly through the air and sucker punch that monster into a vat of molten steel.
It's true. It's pretty cool.
It's like that was like the most satisfying moment of that game to me in a lot of ways. Just because like me and my friend were playing through it. I was Jake in our playthrough, which I was super happy because again my melee weapon was Fist, which
you didn't want to play Shelly Burke.
I don't even know who that is.
I think that's who your companion is.
I think that is, yeah. It's like the daughter of that one guy.
Yeah,
from Resident Evil
Burke
1.
Of 2.
2? I don't know. I never played.
Shut the fuck up.
The only Resident Evil games I played is 4, 5, and 6. All right.
Look, all right, answer.
And I played Operation Raccoon City because I'm allowed to make bad decisions.
I got like someone accidentally like I forgot what happened. I broke my arm or something. I had broken a bone and it was like someone's fault. And so they made me take it to the GameStop and I made them buy me Operation Raccoon City because they knew it was a bad game. And I was like, this is what you deserve, spending money on a bad game. And then I played that game.
Buy it to punish, and you played it to punish them.
Yeah, it kind of how it happened.
I don't really see your logic here with this.
That game's pretty bad, but I enjoyed the hell out of myself with it. I like playing bad games.
I know you do. I just like rented it from a Blockbuster because that was still a thing when that came out,
true.
at least in my hometown. So yeah, I just like rented it and I played through the whole campaign in like 2 days, and I was like, man, this is pretty bad.
Well, that was mediocre.
There's that weird ass mechanic in it where you could like hold left bumper and your character would just like it like kind of became like a twin stick shooter while you're doing that.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember that mechanic and being like, why is this here?
What a good game.
It was just like it was something that I kept doing and I was like, why is this a thing I can do? It just doesn't feel like it belongs.
Yeah, I would say the game's definitely super weird.
Clip. Good clip.
Okay, fine.
Do
Fine.
it again. Go find more goo.
That's like the plan, honestly.
I think it's the plan of this game, like all along. Let's go ahead and save it and cut this one off.
Silly bitch.
We got like 12 minutes and the last
Yeah.
one was 17.
Yeah, I'm aware.
We can have a shorter episode.
Oh, yo, definitely. You can also have just a regular length episode.
Yeah, you dumb bitch.
Stop fucking arguing me about episode length. Just keep it at 15, motherfucker.
But we didn't keep it 15.
Keep it 50 fish. Safe has been in here a while with all these fucking traps and corpses around them. Like, this is where he actually hangs out, and the first time we saw him, like, that was just like a weird spot. That had machine gun ammo in it.
Yeah, we don't find a lot of that.
No, like, never. Oh, I got more, I guess. I wonder if, like, a game just does that one time, like, you fall and you just break your ankles, and you just have to, like, deal with, like, having a broken leg for, like, 3 hours or something.
It's called Arma.
It's true.
It's called Arma, and it's real hard to play.
Yeah, I mean, it just takes a while to get used to, honestly.
I feel like, I don't know, like, I tried for a while.
Oh, it takes a long time to get used to.
Yeah, and I'm
It
just
takes,
like, I didn't know if it was something I wanted to devote that much energy to. It's like, I see the appeal for people. I'm not saying it's a bad, like, game or a badly made game. I think it's just a bad game for me. Like, I don't think I wanted to be good at it.
These were the explosion boys. We just had to shoot the... Yeah, okay.
Something. Okay, there you go. There's another Explosion Man.
Did you play Explosion Man?
I played the demo of Explosion Man. I never owned the game.
Those games are, like, totally alright, I think.
They seem like relatively, like, decent platformers.
I remember just, like, playing them being like, this is alright, and, like, that's about it. I don't really remember any more of my time what that game was.
I think this is the... never mind, this is the loot room.
Yeah, just a loot room.
For a second I thought it was like the actual way to go, and I was like, we should go back, get that loot off
Nope.
of the guy we shot. We killed men. We've killed lots of men.
We killed men. Nicole
We've-
killed men.
Yeah.
Nicole, I kill men.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman has murdered. And she'll do it
Yeah,
again.
it was called Star Wars. Boom!
I don't
I'm a
think-
cop.
I don't think Nicole Kidman was in any of those movies.
I don't know.
I don't know much about Nicole Kidman's career offhand, but I think you know even less. I at least know enough to know what movies she isn't in.
Who is in all the Star Wars films?
All of them?
Yeah.
Like every single one? Like
Who was in
1
the
through 7?
first 3?
Like the original trilogy or the prequels?
The good ones. The prequels.
Alright, alright.
Throwing you for a loop now.
We're talking about Natalie Portman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Nicole Kidman?
No, who
You
else?
also missed loot
Who?
back there.
What did I miss?
Go against that. There's some
Oh,
goo
there's
right
some
there.
goo.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
And there's some more goo. Alright, but anyway.
Who else was in...
Joseph?
Who else is in Star Wars?
Yeah.
A lot of actors. Samuel Jackson.
You just kind of feel bad that, like, a lot of good actors were in those films and they just kind of weren't great.
Pretty good. I still enjoy them. I still think episode 3 is, like, alright.
You're a big episode 3 fan?
Not like a huge fan. No,
You're like, man, I love episode 3.
All right. I think episode 3 was the only prequel film that felt necessary. It's like the prequels were mainly about two things: Anakin Skywalker becoming Darth Vader and the rise of the Empire. And both of those happen almost entirely in episode 3.
You don't think the first one establishes? See, I think the second one's necessary because it has all the clone troopers, which would make the evil Sith troopers.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just introducing like that there are a clone trooper army and there is a war going on with them could have been the opening of episode 3.
See, but I think like they'll like to me like I still like am kind of a prequel apologist. Like plot wise, I'm like.
I mean, I don't hate the prequels. Like, I think they're pretty like decent films in a weird way. Like, but I'm not like a prequel complete despiser. I don't know, for lack of any kind of like moderately nice sounding word. But I don't know. I think like 1 and 2 didn't really offer too much.
Gotcha.
It's like 1, the major plot point that felt necessary was Obi-Wan agreed to train Anakin. That's like it from 1, really.
Yeah.
For like the overall lore of the world, they do some interesting things. But you know,
that's a